Hi Libra, welcome into your mid-March 2023 Money and Career Tarot reading. I do want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And it's meant to pertain to the remainder of your month, beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this video, but we're aiming for, of course, around the second half, given it is a mid-month reading. But as you can see, I did pre-pull 3 tarot cards, which will begin a layered spread for you. But before we jump into that, I do more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. And as well, don't forget to, after finishing with this reading, do watch other placements within your chart as I continue to post these. And as well, if you haven't already, your monthly Money and Career reading is posted. So do check that out at some point. But the overall message I channeled for you, or I should say for us, because I'm a Leo, Libra if you're new, you got this money is just the start, more to come. This money is just the start, more to come. Amazing. So with that said and done, we are naturally beginning the layered spread with the 6 of Pentacles. So abundance coming in the remainder of the month. I feel like this is going to come through in more than one form, but naturally with the overall message for your reading, you are seeing the money come in for oneself. It feels like your hard work is paying off. I sense that a lot have been waiting for something to grow at more of a consistent or a larger pace. I feel like that's bad wording, but I do feel like you are seeing oneself potentially gaining a new job, a new passionate fresh start for oneself. This could be an expansion or a new business idea coming to be or being put to use finally. But I do feel like a lot drawn to the reading, even if you're not starting something new per se, but the Empress card did keep coming out in the pre-shuffle, but I decided not to take it. I do feel as if either way, it feels like there's a new sense of passion for what you're producing, developing, what you're continuing and or beginning. I do feel like you are feeling motivated to get things done, to accomplish, to check things off your to-do list, excuse me. I do feel like there are slip-ups, there are imperfections, but this is purposeful, and I feel like it's likable all the meanwhile. There's a focus on how you're very good at what you do, you're very passionate, potentially overqualified for some, but I feel like your personality, your aura, your likability, your good looks even for a lot drawn to the reading is coming into play in regards to you gaining success. And I feel like this is leading towards more money flowing in. And I feel like, say you're starting a new job or it's this new pay raise or promotion, or it could be this business idea being put to use or this expansion once again. Spirit's saying this is just the start of the money flowing in and there's much more to come, all right? I feel like the clouds are clearing. Creative solutions will need to be put to use quite efficiently in the remainder of the month. And I do feel like, to be completely honest, a lot drawn to the reading are dealing with certain annoyances at work and or at home. And so this may push you to prioritize saving money or putting effort towards, or both, a new situation for oneself in the near future, all right? You might even find oneself digging a little deeper into certain opportunities, doing some research, asking questions. But I do feel as if there's part of you that wants to overspend, and you might find at certain points you do just that, but Spirit's really advising you, pushing you to be truly honest with oneself. Do I need this, right? Do I really need to be spending this money at this time, or should I? Is it going to benefit you to put your money away? Absolutely. In regards to one, if not multiple, important financial goals. Again, it could be tying into a change that you need to make moving forward. Say it's that shift towards a better car for oneself or a new move of residence. It could just be simply you needing to prioritize having that financial comfort for, say, a rainy day or the twists and turns of life, right? How many of which drawn to the reading have experienced certain unexpected changes, right? Even if you're predictive and or intuitive being drawn to this reading, guarantee you're intuitive. But you know what I'm saying? It's that feeling that you just never know what's going to happen, even if you predict things to an extent or expect things to go in your favor. So let's just be smart and put the majority of the money that you make aside. Of course, pay your bills. Be smart about it, right? And I feel like you will. But when it comes to the expendable income, let's manage it with a mature mindset, all right? A realistic, logical mindset. But I do feel as if with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, you are seeing the wheel churn in your favor. There's a sense of good karma coming back to help a lot of which drawn to the reading. I do feel as if that takes a focus through your work, where you're working and or living, the good and the bad, not just when it comes to you, but I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're seeing things flowing quite nicely. Even if there are certain delays, slip-ups, stagnancy for a hot second, it's like, okay, things are picking back up in pace. Things are growing again. The money's flowing back in. I do feel like the entrepreneur is drawn to the reading. Unexpected customers, clientele, donations, tips, commission, bonus, stuff of this nature is absolutely possible for you. But I feel like, okay, I'm hearing luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. I would watch the Aquarius and the Taurus reading. I feel that strongly. The Aquarius reading, I remember talking about how they may be experiencing one, if not multiple blockages being released throughout the remainder of the month and recently in regards to something they're continuing, or just when it comes to their career and the making of money. And so I feel like you could potentially be experiencing this as well. And this is part of that sort of clouds. The clouds are clearing. Things are working out in your favor. As I'm being drawn to these leaves here, which I think they are, I heard let the abundance rain on in. Let the abundance rain on in, tying into the Six of Pentacles quite nicely. Let's keep shuffling. 621, look up the angel number meaning. 621. Move that down a bit. I feel like you're well-spoken. Again, you're very likable. You know what you're doing. There's a confidence about you when you're working, when you're producing, developing, coming through in your work. If you're on social media, that's beyond powerful and successful. I just heard, I feel like you have a purpose. I feel like you have a purpose. There's a feeling that you have a destiny to fulfill, and it feels tied up into the business you're continuing, or feel the inclination, the intuitive hit to begin, right? It could be more so in regards to the fields you choose to continue in or jump towards. I feel as if things are just, again, going to work out for you. And you need to wholeheartedly believe that, because I feel like all the meanwhile you're manifesting quite easily. So we need you to be in that abundant mindset and to not overly or at all focus on the imperfections. But you may be pushed spiritually to notice them, to keep one's head on the game and to get remotivated or to stay motivated to make that change. But the Queen of Pentacles, because I do feel like you are quite grounded in the remainder of the month, potentially more than you would even expect being drawn to this reading. But I do feel like there's a meticulous way about you, but an effortless way about how you get stuff done, how you put your talent, if not multiple, to use. I'm hearing very skilled, but very focused on making money. And this may be part of why you're gaining this new opportunity, or just putting in extra work. Is a sense that, say you run a business from home or at a different location, or you just want to put in extra hours or extra work to see things grow and prosper more for oneself, because you see that abundance, you see that money coming in, that growth, and then you just want more. I'm hearing unstoppable, so you might want to watch Gemini's reading. But I do feel as if, even if you're working one, if not multiple day-to-day jobs, you could find the inclination to be picking up extra hours, not hesitating to say yes, or eventually saying yes to putting in more work, right? And Spirit saying, well, of course, then you're naturally going to see more money flowing in the upcoming weeks. And I do feel like this month will feel very rewarding as you wrap it up. But let's pull another card. You might be a tarot reader is what I'm getting. The Three of Wands, because I feel like this is tying into that Ace of Wands. The ship is coming in for you. You're manifesting it. Spirit's helping you all the meanwhile. You may not feel, say you're applying for jobs, you may not feel the inclination to apply to a bunch. It's just this feeling that you know which one's right for you, or you just kind of feel good about the options you've picked out. So I feel as if, in a way, even though you are potentially putting in extra hours and working hard, I feel like there's a working smarter, not harder way about your approach at certain points in the remainder of the month, and that's helping you. They're saying it's helping you acquire or maintain a level of balance. I also feel like, given that people are liking your vibe, your good looks all the meanwhile, there's true effort put forth towards maintaining or sprucing up your appearance, your well-being all the meanwhile, and that's going to help the quality of your work. But I do feel like, again, patience needs to come into play in regards to certain factors that you're dealing with, in regards to all that you have to get done at times. What else do we have to top this off? We also have, the Queen of Swords and the Judgment card. I'm going to take the Judgment card for the top, because I do feel like you have a voice of importance. Your creativity, what you create, develop, accomplish is of importance. Again, the speaking upon you being honest with oneself and potentially other people, tying into your money and career. But I feel as if that's also talking about your destiny, your purpose taking a highlight, and you thinking about what needs to be cut out habit-wise. They're saying spending-wise when it comes to what you cut out in the past, career-wise and investment-wise, and how this is paying off for you moving forward. I do feel as if this is a very successful time for you, Libra, where, again, you're seeing this passion being ignited and growing for oneself, as there's other levels of growth and just true levels of abundance. Let's just put it that way. But Spirit's saying we're highlighting the fact that this money is just the start. There's so much more to come. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your month, and I'll see you next time.